Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast where the wild card rule is in full effect for the 83rd time tonight. It's Lost in the Midcard. We are here in the middle of June somewhere.
We're going to kick ass and take names!
Oh my God. How many times did we hear that this week? Let me guess, that's a tagline for the pay-per-view, Vince.
Yes, that's the tagline for Stomping Grounds.
Oh my God.
I really thought you were going to open the show with this is the podcast where we kick ass and take names.
No. That was too obvious.
Sometimes the obvious decision is the right decision.
Yeah. Once I saw the 83rd wild card on SmackDown tonight, I was like, yep, that's where I'm going with. Yeah,
How amusing do you find it that Roman Reigns is a SmackDown superstar, but he's on Raw more than SmackDown as a member of the wild card roster?
I was absolutely baffled that he was not on SmackDown tonight.
I thought he was going to come out and be Mrs. Partner.
Oh, I thought that was obvious.
So too.
But hey, I
was just like, okay, Roman's going to come out.
Nope. I like the Awesome Truth reunion though. I didn't hate that.
Poor Truth.
Oh, but hey, we got a new champion.
I got his, damn it.
We got a new champion. We'll talk about that. We will preview. Which reminds me, I need to pull up that card. Good thing I introduced myself or do a little interlude here. We will preview Stomping Grounds, which we are all excited for. Yeah. Seriously, this may be the first pay-per-view I don't watch live in a long time. I don't know. I am just not hyped for it at all. Is there anything to be excited for here?
Let me put it this way. I don't think the build to the show has been good.
Raw was good. Raw was good at least this week.
No, Raw was good. I'm talking about the general build to the pay-per-view itself. I don't think the build to the pay-per-view itself is good, but the card for the most part doesn't read to me like it's going to be a terrible show.
No.
Like if you're just going to it expecting a couple good hours of pro wrestling, I think we might get that on Sunday.
So this might be Great Balls of Fire.
It could be. It very well could be.
Yeah.
Because no one was excited for that pay-per-view either, and it turned out to be pretty damn good.
I think what I'm going to do is, thanks to the new start time, I think I'm going to watch at 6, and then at 7, an hour and a half into it, I'm going to hit pause, and I might go hang out with my friends, and then get home at 12 and unpause it and watch as much as I can until I fall asleep. And then Monday when I get home, I'll watch the rest of it before Raw. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I think that's going to be the plan. So I'll watch the first hour and a half live at least, and watch what I can when I get home from the bar and go from there. But yeah, you're right, and it's so odd. The best booked thing so far. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the best booked thing so far has been Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. To me, that's been one of the better booked things is that feud with him.
I would say the best feud going into Stomping Grounds right now is Bayley and Alexa Bliss.
That's pretty decent.
I think that's the best base story they've got going on right now. But I will tell you right now, the match I'm most looking forward to, Ricochet and Samoa Joe, baby.
Oh hell yeah, that's gonna be.
That's worth the price of admission right there. Please give them 15, 20 minutes. Just tear the fucking house down. I don't care who wins.
I got a theory.
I want to see a great match there, and I know they can deliver.
I got a theory. I got a theory, and I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but it's a good way to make these women fresh again. And I think Alexa Bliss, if she stays true to Nikki Cross, and she turns face, and Bayley turns heel, and I think that could happen. And it's almost, the crowd is almost kind of going that way. If you noticed, they've been kind of booing Bayley a little lately, and they kind of like the Alexa Bliss Nikki Cross pairing. So maybe this time, maybe finally Alexa doesn't screw someone over. They turn into a babyface pairing, and Bayley turns into this bitter, whatever. And
I mean, they could do that, but to me, that just sounds too Vince Russo-ish.
Pretty much.
For me.
If I could only do
I
a
don't.
Vince Russo imitation, but I can't. So
Can I be honest with you,
there
bro?
you go. Thank you. So we got a lot to talk about. A fair share of headlines of obviously AEW. Oh man, an amazing promo on the road to Fyter Fest.
Oh, you're talking about Darby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Some new matches announced for that too. I mean, for a free show of AEW, that's shaping up to be a good one. We got some headlines. We've got BTE. But first, thank you to SpiderDuck.net for being our host, enabling us to be on iTunes, Spotify, and any of your favorite podcasting tools. Just search for Lost in the Midcard. Hit that subscribe button. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way. Our typical slot is Wednesdays, but you can find us sometimes on a different day or a special episode, so it's always great to subscribe so you know when a new episode comes your way. We are also subscribable on the YouTube, and the links to everything are on our Facebook page. Go to the pinned post on facebook.com/Lost in the Midcard. You can also go to our pinned tweet on the Twitter at LITMC Podcast. Also on that page on Twitter is where we share a lot of the great tweets within the wrestling world because, damn it, those guys are funny on social media. I'm your host, Jeremy Bennett. You can find me on the Twitter at JB Huskers, and damn it, I'm funny on social media too. And damn it, this guy's funny on social media too. He's at Raw F Showtime. It's Mr. Matt Black. Matt, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I really feel like we're coming off on the best. I would go as far as to call it the best Raw of 2019.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I really, really hope
it was the best one since it was the best one since Batista returned to and attacked Ric Flair.
I would agree with that, and I think it was better than that show overall.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, it was only good because it was in LA and the Fox executives were there,
Probably,
and they were bending over backwards to impress Fox." But I want to believe that this is a new turn for the company, and they finally fucking realized that AEW is fast approaching. They just sold out another show in 15 minutes.
Yep.
Stomping Grounds can't sell out if their life depended on it, and they feel like we need to get our shit together.
How fucking dumb is that logo too?
Oh, it's awful. It's awful.
It's like a bootleg.
I really want to believe that things are about to head in the right direction for this company because they can't wait until October to respond. They need to respond now.
Yeah, and they need to respond by SummerSlam for one. And SmackDown wasn't bad, but I mean,
yeah, it wasn't bad. But I thought Raw was a better show. Overall.
It was a better show because they could have booked SmackDown a lot better. I mean, the 2 out of 3 falls was a joke to start at 13 minutes.
Yeah, I don't understand why they just didn't have a long 1 fall match there.
That was a dumb.
That was kind of weird to me.
Well, it was a dumb copy and paste for one because they did it on Raw. For 2, it was dumb because they didn't start it till 13 minutes before the first bell rang. 13 minutes before the top of the hour. Yeah, that was poorly booked. It was still an entertaining match, but it was poorly booked. Other than that, it was an enjoyable SmackDown. Raw was better, yes, but SmackDown was pretty damn good. Nothing was terrible about it, but there were still way too many Raw. Like we had to revisit Seth Rollins' Chero-Rama, which was awesome. Which
I feel like they had to do it because Rollins was on the show tonight.
I guess so.
It was almost like they felt the need to explain why Rollins was there attacking the B team with a steel chair for no apparent reason. So I got that recap to be done.
And as great as Firefly Funhouse is, why do we replay it on SmackDown? The only reason
because
why,
I don't think they've established what brand Bray is going to be on.
Yeah, I think he might be.
And I think that's what it comes down to.
I think he might be answering Aleister Black's door.
I hope not.
Nah, I don't do that.
I think that's a huge mistake because they are neither man can go into that feud and afford a loss.
That's true.
So to me, they both have to start out easy.
Yeah. I wonder who's going to answer that door.
That's a great question. I've heard Black's been working with Randy Orton on the house show loop. So I'm going to say it's probably Orton. And I would assume Orton's going to do the honors for Black. That would be my guess.
And as always, he is on the Twitter at no one like D. Mr. Darryl Bullock. Darryl, how you doing?
Pretty fucking funny on social media too. Goddamn it.
Okay, yes, goddamn, this guy's
That
pretty.
is true.
He is pretty fucking funny on social media, especially when he talks about how shitty the Philadelphia Eagles are.
You're
Wow,
lucky
you
I'm
didn't
not,
just say that.
You're lucky I'm not in Nebraska. I would shave your eyelids off.
Woo!
Dude, I have been in Darryl's man cave, and it is Philadelphia Eagles territory, sir.
Did you get
You are treading on dangerous waters, my friend.
Did you get your eyebrows shaved off?
No, because I didn't bash the Eagles, you dumb son of a bitch.
You dumb son of a bitch! What?
Speaking of that guy, I really need to listen to that podcast.
I got the highlights in a package here.
I plan on listening to it as soon as we go off the air here.
I'm gonna listen
this afternoon. I was like, it's either busted open or that, and I always fall to busted open. So I'm gonna do the Austin thing when we're done.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it at work tomorrow probably. But I got the highlights of the show here. We'll talk about in a minute. But first, let's talk about AEW, shall we?
This always makes me smile.
Oh yeah. Always lead with the top company, right? The top dog. Road to Fyter Fest, because we are, as we record on June 18th, we are only 11 days away from Fyter Fest. In a casket, because basically Joey Janela is saying he's going to die in the ring, basically, and, well, Jon Moxley might just kill him in the ring. I thought Joey Janela had a hell of a promo here in the old funeral home. Didn't you think there, Matt?
I thought it was all right. I wasn't like blown away by it or anything. I thought it was a solid promo.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was as good as Moxley's promo the week before.
Well, no.
But I thought it was solid.
Who's gonna top Moxley?
I felt like the promos got better as the show went along.
I think Janela still is. I mean, Janela still needs seasoning, as JR would say. You know, in terms of the promo and all that. You know. So he'll get there, obviously with working AEW and all that. But so he needs a little of that seasoning, as JR would say. Brandy got on the horn and announced that a triple threat ladies match is going to happen at Fyter Fest. It's going to be Nyla Rose, and she's going to be taking on a couple of the Joshi women that were in the 6-women tag, Riho and Yuka Sakazaki. Jesus Christ.
Say it again.
Yuka Sakazaki. There we go. I got it on the 8th try, at least. So Nyla Rose taking on two of the talented Joshi women there, who will obviously be facing an uphill battle. But hey, they held their own with Aja Kong though in that 6-woman match. So it's not like they're gonna go into uncharted territories. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. Just because we saw what the Joshi women did in that 6-woman tag. So and we've already seen what Nyla Rose can do. So we have all the faith in the world that'll be a good women's match, right?
I would certainly think so. Yeah.
I really enjoyed the Ty Dillinger vignette. It definitely was a look that we definitely never saw of him in WWE, kind of in the streets. He's out in the streets, on the rooftops, just a whole different side of him that we did not see as the Perfect 10. I think it was a really cool vignette that introduces Sean Spears to the AEW fold, and I think he's going to do some great things in AEW, don't you think?
Absolutely.
It was a great signing.
I absolutely love that vignette. I mean, this was just this whole episode was just full of great promos and vignettes, but none more than Darby Allin, who words can't describe the near 5-minute promo that Darby did about his life and about his journey and about what's next for him facing Cody Rhodes at Fyter Fest. It was everybody was talking about it, weren't they?
Yeah. I love Darby.
Man.
I would go as far as to say it might be the best promo I've heard in a decade.
Oof, it was so good.
And I'm really putting it out there. I was blown away by that promo.
There was a wrestler that's in AEW, and I can't remember the words he said, but he put it over as like basically what Matt said, but it was not just a promo; it was just like an upper.
Like an experience or something like that. I remember the tweet, and I'm blanking on who it was. But you're right. It was somebody else from the company. But yeah,
I think Darby and Cody is going to steal the show.
I don't know, man. It's a stacked card, dude.
Yeah.
If they let Moxley and Janela go, I think it's going to be really hard for that match not to steal the show.
They're going to beat the dog shit out of each other.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, buddy.
They're going to beat the fucking piss out of each other.
Janela's going to have a cigarette stapled to his nutsack, probably.
Oh my god. Oh god. I don't even want to think about that.
Do you think Moxley gave Rollins a call and said, "Hey, just start beating the fuck out of everybody with chairs"?
I don't know. That sounded like, hey, let's just start hitting people with it because that's something new. Your boy Vince.
Yeah. Hey, let's. I've heard rumors that Vince wants to go back to the Attitude Era, and that's going to be a flop and a half if he does.
You can't do it. You
can't force it.
You can't force it for one, and then two, it's a different day and age. You can't do certain things on TV anymore.
Yeah.
You can't have scantily clad women out there anymore because right now
they could, but not on a TV PG product, and not with the sponsors that they currently have.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm getting at. Yeah, like you can't do that. And then, I mean, you could probably say some of the same shit that you said, but you're walking a thin line with that.
If he's gonna force it, it's gonna be just pure dog shit. You know, on YouTube, how they have like suggested videos, you know, next to the video you got up here.
Yeah.
So I got this week's Being the Elite up, and on the suggested videos is Being the Elite episode 109, the memorial episode for Joey for Joey Ryan. Oh boy, that's funny. Being the Elite episode 157 this week. Viva lost tag belts, meaning the Lucha Brothers had defeated the Young Bucks to win back their AAA tag titles. When did that occur?
I think over the weekend.
Sunday. Either Sunday or Saturday, one of the 2 days.
Probably Saturday, since they were able to get the content over so quickly.
We start off with a phone watching Double or Nothing. Cody's speech to his brother, saying he needs his older brother, and pan out, and it's the Young Bucks. Look, eye roll.
Matt Jackson's an idiot.
Really, Cody, eye roll. Fuck.
Well, you got to start building a fight to the fallen. I mean, that had to be done.
Yeah, I know. I kind of laughed at it though. So the Bucks on the road, and on the road to Mexico, and they hired Brandon Cutler to be their security. Speaking
of Brandon Cutler, happy birthday to that dude.
Oh yeah,
today.
That's today.
Yeah.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday to the Cut Man.
Happy birthday, sir. Bucks in the pool in Mexico, chilling before their big match with Lucha Brothers. We get to follow Kenny Omega, probably one of his favorite times of the year, E3 out in Los Angeles. Of course, Kenny is not as jovial as he usually is at this time because he's a little pissed off that Jon Moxley decided to throw him off a stack of chips at Double or Nothing. But he's going to try to blow off some steam in the form of video games. So we follow Kenny around all throughout the different areas of E3. Seeing him play a little Apex Legends, seeing some cool DC and Marvel wall art. That Flash wall painting was pretty fucking cool there, I gotta say. The Bucks try some coffee Coke. I like coffee. I like Coke. I like Diet Coke. Maybe. I don't know.
Nah, not here. I don't drink sodas. I'll just stick with the coffee.
CD has a heart-to-heart with his pug. I'm not sure what his pug's name is. I'm sorry, I don't know that, but cute pug though, very cute pug. But he has a little heart-to-heart, and the conversation finally, the pug talks him into it, and so at Fyter Fest we will have CD, Christopher Daniels, against SEMA. Talked him into it.
Look, I'm telling you what. If you own a pet, like a dog or a cat or whatever, and you've never had a conversation with them, I don't know if you really can't consider them like a family member if you haven't. I've had conversations with my dogs. I don't give a flying fuck to admit that.
Exactly.
I had a conversation with my dog the other day.
Life,
liberty, and pursuit of happiness.
Exactly.
I fully believe that pup was giving him the full confidence to go out there and challenge Shima.
Let's make that pup the head booker.
Oh, well, why not?
That's so idea if I ever heard one.
Well, let me look at fansided.com. Matt Black's little recap for here. Let me see if he put it in here. Who does Shima got for? Is it the Jacksonville show? It's not in here. He's got another match. CD mentioned it in the show, but I can't remember what.
Shima is fighting. I want to say. Why do I want to say?
It's Omega, right?
Is it Omega?
Yeah, it's Kenny. It's Kenny. Yeah, it's Kenny. It's Kenny.
Is that at Jacksonville?
I believe so.
Yeah, Fight for the Fallen.
We head to Meridia in the Yucatan for the big event, and before the festivities, Brandon Cutler runs into Sammy G. Sammy G talks about how everybody's crying for Brandon Cutler when he got his contracts, then noted how Brandon himself was crying. He goes, I don't think I would have done that, though. And Brandon walked away, and Sammy G called him a pussy. Oh, but Brandon forgot his phone, so I think Brandon heard that. That might lead to a match somewhere down the road, huh?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if that happens at Fyter Fest.
Well, Sammy G can't keep his mouth shut, can he?
And he can't even beat Nick Sabian. Why does he think he's going to beat Cutler?
Did you say Nick Sabian?
That's what I said.
Nick Sabian.
He's like he's the Lucha Alabama head coach.
Why the fuck not?
Oh, we got a little BT email bag. They asked Nick what indie venues are going to miss the most because obviously they're going to have some things to do here starting in October. So
I already knew what that answer was going to be.
Then they talked about one of the topics in the old episodes of BT was spray tan. So I was wondering if they what they still use. So Matt showed off the spray tan that they still use. And then showtime. And Sammy G congratulates the Bucks on what a great match, because he always tells everybody what a great match they had because he's never watches their matches, and the Bucks hadn't.
He didn't watch it, but he heard it.
He heard it. That's right. But the Bucks hadn't wrestled yet, so. And also backstage at the show in Mexico, Taya Valkyrie showing up here on BTE with Sonny Kiss when we get our weekly dose of Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy just walking along as they do, as one. Then we see highlights of the tag match where, as we all expected, the Bucks were going to drop the belts back to the Lucha Brothers there. And we see him walking backstage. You know, Brandon Cutler kind of telling him how good match, but they don't want to hear it because they just lost their belts. Lucha Brothers cut a promo because, of course, we got Fyter Fest coming up here on June 29th. 6-man tag match. It's the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega taking on the Lucha Brothers and a mystery partner. That mystery partner is revealed on this episode of Being the Elite. It is the Laredo Kid, and they show some highlights of the Laredo Kid as we end BTE. So, either one of you have seen Laredo Kid in action before?
Yeah, he was on. He was actually in Impact.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
He's pretty decent. Nothing that you should be like aware of, like you missed anything, but pretty good.
He was on Impact, so.
From what I'm hearing about Laredo Kid, like he's the next big star to come out of AAA.
Cool. Well, All Out went on sale, didn't it, guys?
All Out got sold out.
15 minutes. 60,000 people were in the queue trying to get tickets, and I heard somebody's selling their $30 tickets for $250. Jesus.
Good job, StubHub.
Of course, that show's headlined by Jericho Hangman Page for the first ever AEW World Championship, as well as Jon Moxley against Kenny Omega, and there might be a guy named Phil there, right?
According to him, no.
Oh, yeah.
Well, of course that's what he's going to say. That's what Jericho always says anytime people were asking me he was going to come back to wrestling. No. And the next thing you know, he's back. Like, look, I love the fact that people are all of a sudden taking Punk's tweet and like, oh, yep, that's gospel.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking serious? I don't buy it for a second. I really, really don't.
I got that tweet somewhere in the headlines. I'll talk about that in a minute. Pro Wrestling Sheet has reported that Mike and Maria Kanellis have signed new multi-year deals with the WWE. Mike Johnson from PW Insider confirmed a 5-year deal, so they're locked in until June 2024. So are you surprised considering how little Mike has been used? Are you surprised at the 5-year deal?
No, because that's what they're locking everybody into.
They're locking everybody into that.
Are you surprised that they signed with the
No, they got kids, man. They got a family. You got to make ends meet at the end of the day.
Dude, they got a ridiculous... I guarantee you they got a ridiculous bump in pay to literally do next to nothing.
Yeah.
And so,
and you'll probably
can you really fault them for it?
No, not with a baby. No. And and they'll probably get a push out of it too. So, for being,
I might get one push.
I said A. I said A.
Right down a flight of stairs.
Yep.
Heyo. Steve Austin show this week with President of AEW, Tony Khan. During this episode, Austin says that the podcast format is going to now be one live episode on Tuesdays and then a classic episode rebroadcasted on Thursdays going forward. During the interview, they discussed Double or Nothing, the performance of Dustin Rhodes, and the emotion of the match. Details of Bret Hart appearing on the pay-per-view, which surprised everybody. The importance of tag teams in AEW, and all of a sudden, the importance of tag teams in the WWE. I'm just kidding on that other part. Mm-hmm. Notice how all of a sudden there's importance on tag teams in the WWE now, though, right?
Emphasis.
Tony revealed that there will not only be a tag team tournament to crown the first ever AEW male tag team champions when they get a weekly television show in the fall, but there will be a women's tag team championships as well. Austin opens up about how on the Stone Cold podcast with formerly known as Dean Ambrose, how it really affected him, and discusses reconnecting with Moxley, saying everything's good now. Wonder what that was all about. I wonder, do you know anything about that, Matt?
I do not.
Yeah, I don't know either. Not sure what that's all about. Moxley has communicated with Austin and says he will do a future episode of the Steve Austin Show. Tony talked about where he sees the business model, says AEW will not have a traditional house show model. He states he doesn't see performers wearing themselves out 6 nights a week. And I think those performers will like that. Khan says he can't really do an off-season in the modern era, but you can give talent time to breathe. And says that they can do a few live events and supplement the lives of the performers with international dates and other business opportunities from their media partners. They talk about Tony's father and their relationship, and talks about how his father is invested in AEW. Tony also talks about the lessons he learned in production with Double or Nothing, also going into Fyter Fest and Fight for the Fallen. And he also confirmed that Fight for the Fallen, just like Fyter Fest, will be free on Bleacher Report Live. So there's some breaking news for you there too. I haven't had a chance to check that out. I'm gonna listen to it here at work. Matt, you said you're gonna check it out here after we get done recording.
As soon as we're done recording, I'm turning it on.
Some ratings from last week. Last week's SmackDown Live fell back down below 2 million, 1.93 million. This week's edition of Raw, which was one of the better editions of Raw in some time, little slight increase to 2.23 million. Still your noticeable Hour 3 drop. Hours 1 and 2 stayed steady at about 2.3 million. Hour 3 just barely over 2 million. WWE has a very interesting fan. As Cardi B has revealed on Twitter that she is a huge WWE fan. And
well, not really.
Used to watch it, I guess.
She said she used to watch it.
Used to watch it back in the day.
WWE, of course, wants to spin it as something else, but...
Oh, of course they do. And I guess she kind of went back and forth with Carmella a little bit. But,
Carmella don't want her ass whooped.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I said it.
MLW returning to New York City on July 25th, and Austin Aries has signed on to appear for that. It's called Never Say Never. So the greatest man that ever lived will be appearing in NYC. John Cena's debut on Nickelodeon for Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Not bad for a Nickelodeon show. It drew 1.1 million viewers.
It was pretty good. Me and the kid watched it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
As we talked about on the Road to Fyter Fest, AEW has officially signed Sean Spears, the man formerly known as Ty Dillinger. So that is now set in stone. Good news, good news. Over the next 2 weeks on Access TV, they will be covering Dominion. So if you are a Access TV viewer and watch the New Japan there, you'll be able to catch that it started last week on the 14th. So this week, Friday, June 21st, you'll be able to see Ibushi against Naito. You'll get to see the Guerrillas of Destiny against Evil and Sonata. You'll get to see never openweight champion Taichi against Ishii. And then you also get to see Jushin Thunder Liger and Yoshihashi taking on Suzuki-gun. That'll be on this week's edition of New Japan on Access. The main event will be the first WWE Studios film with Netflix, and they are shooting this summer in British Columbia. Filming begins later this month and runs through late August. PW Insider exclusively broke this news back in February that the WWE Studios has been working to develop a new original feature with Netflix. Main event tells the story of a 10-year-old boy who is bullied but dreams of becoming a WWE professional wrestler. He gets to live his dream when he discovers the secret to having super strength in his breakfast cereal. And he becomes,
oh my.
And he becomes the Spaghetti Kid.
Oh my god.
Shit, I think I have super strength in my beer.
What? And this was made official for All Out. No surprise, but made official for All Out, of course. Kenny Omega, John Moxley. That mega match has been set. Can't wait.
They're going to beat the fuck shit out of each other, too.
Yes, they will. So somebody asked Phil on Twitter, "Are you going to disappoint your fans and not show up at AEW?" And he retweeted that and said, "Yes, yes, he's going to disappoint his fans."
You learn a lot from a dummy.
Wow, I haven't heard that in a line in a while.
Yeah, I keep some old school sayings around just for moments just like this.
Keep it in the pocket with his hamsters.
Absolutely.
This is your brain. This is JB's brain on drugs.
Any questions?
Oh boy. Some good news. Mick Foley, his autographed Cactus Jack shirts have raised over $30,000 for Ashley Massaro's daughter's education fund. Those were
bang bang.
Those were available through GoFundMe there. I believe, did Pro Wrestling Tees put those out too?
Yes sir.
Impact Wrestling, this is fun, kind of interesting. Impact Wrestling has instituted a new rule at TV tapings. The wrestlers now can only wear Impact Wrestling official T-shirts if they.
Oh my God!
If they have shirts that are sold independent of the company, they can now not wear them on camera.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Okay, well, now
this company just can't get out of its own fucking way.
Fuck that.
They really fucking can't. Like, every time I think they're done with their stupid shit, they come up with new, stupider shit that makes them look even dumber than before.
Yep. Well, you know.
Can they just sell the company to Vince?
I wish.
So it could all go on the network?
Yeah, just throw the tape library on the network, sign up the people that you want, and let everybody else just do whatever.
Pretty much.
Because like the company couldn't get any deader at this point.
Yeah,
that way you could have specials on the Hardys, AJ's, Joe, and just call it a day.
Oh yeah, so yeah,
EC3.
Then you have the complete Sting and Angle libraries too.
Well, yeah, maybe they'll actually use EC3 if they have his past library.
Absolutely. Because Vince doesn't watch anything outside of Monday Night Raw and pay-per-views.
I showed you guys EC3.
Yeah, he doesn't even watch NXT.
I showed you guys EC3's tweet.
Yeah.
I think that was more in character than anything else. I really do.
So you don't think that was unhappy?
No, I really don't. If you followed EC3's social media account throughout the years, I think that was more of a tongue-in-cheek tweet than anything else. I really do.
This is kind of spoiler NXT. It's a return. Main roster guy, but returns to NXT. Should I cover it or no?
Go ahead and just spill the beans.
All right.
Roll the beautiful bean footage.
I love them beans. Upcoming episode of NXT here. A familiar face will show up as Tyler Breeze is getting attacked by the Sons, the Forgotten Sons. I almost said the Sons of the Forgotten, like I'm Matt Hardy or something. Tyler Breeze is getting attacked by the Forgotten Sons when none other than Fandango shows up to save his buddy. Fandango hits the ring in street clothes. So it's almost like it's kind of like maybe they're going to be a little more serious, and they're not going to be used as jokes like Vince used them as. So they might be used as more of a serious role in NXT. Maybe a solid tag team that could win the titles. Who knows? So more to be seen. Fandango's been out of action since July of 2018 with a torn labrum. So it looks like he's been cleared to return to action. I'm all for it. I like Fandango, and he was always great with Tyler Breeze. So I'm all for it. Lucha star Daga is done with Major League Wrestling, according to PW Insider. He had a short feud with Low Ki in the company, but he has pulled out last second with the company, citing that he had scheduled a vacation. Okay, well, apparently he has returned to Mexico. So,
oh well.
Oh well.
Bray Wyatt was at the tapings in Los Angeles for Raw this week. Was not used on camera, but it felt like this was like one of those wrap-up final episodes of Firefly Funhouse, wasn't it? Kind of seems like he's going to be on camera next week.
Which I'm worried about.
Depends on who they put him agast.
It doesn't matter who. To me, it doesn't matter who they put him against. As far as my understanding, this entire Firefly Funhouse is all Bray Wyatt's creative creation. Once he's back on the television product,
back to Vince.
In the wrestling ring, he's back under Vince's, creation. And there, I immediately fear for the future of this character. So honestly, if we don't even see him in the ring until like SummerSlam, I'm good with it. I'd rather these segments continue.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because they're good. PWG announces the lineup for their 16th anniversary event next month on July 26th at the Globe Theater in Los Angeles. The PWG Tag Champions, the Rascals, will take on LAX in a ladder match. Black Taurus, Laredo Kid, and Puma King will take on Bandito, Flamita, and Ray Horace. Brody King takes on David Starr. Jungle Boy takes on Joey Janela. MJF takes on Darby Allin. The Dark Order, a.k.a. Smash Brothers, they take on the Best Friends. Flip Gordon takes on Trey of the Rascals. So that's coming up here next month. TMZ Sports caught up with Jon Moxley, talking about his U.S. independent pro wrestling return, and he said, as quoted, feels like he's 18 again. If you go check out that video, it's at TMZ Sports from June 15th, a little interview. Moxley's doing all the interviews, isn't he?
Word.
Congrats to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He received the MTV Movie Generation Award. I guess he's been around long enough to receive that, huh?
He's old.
For the wrestling fans outside of the U.S. and the U.K. and Ireland, it was announced that Fyter Fest will be available on Fight TV, which, of course, is going to be for free $99. Ooh, here we go. The competitors and the blocks have been announced for the G1 Climax Tournament from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Here we go in Block A. Kazuchika Okada, Zack Sabre Jr., Hiroshi Tanahashi, Kota Ibushi, Evil, Sonata, Bad Luck Fale, Lance Archer, Will Ospreay, and Kenta. What do you think about that, Darryl?
I'm impressed.
What do you think? Who do you think comes out of the A block there?
That's a tough one. I can see them possibly pushing Kenta out.
Mm-hmm. Kota, maybe even.
Strong possibility. That block B is stacked though.
Block B, we have Tetsuya Naito, Tomohiro Ishii, Juice Robinson, Toru Yano, Hiroki Goto, Jay White, Jeff Cobb, Shingo Takagi, Taichi, and Jon Moxley.
Can you imagine Jeff Cobb and Jon Moxley?
Woo!
Oh my God!
No, this is the one.
Moxley and Ishii.
And
Naito.
Moxley and Naito.
Yeah, but imagine Moxley and Ishii. That'd be a ball buster.
Give me Jeff Cobb and Ishii.
Oh, that'd be another ball buster.
Block B is stacked.
I mean, they're not going to strap that rocket all the way up Moxley's ass, are they?
No, because I don't think they'll have him come October.
Yeah.
No, I mean they gave him the title just so he can help promote the G1.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Did they take the title off of Juice to strap the rocket up Juice's ass?
I mean, he already got the rocket slapped up his ass.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, Juice already has a very good push going on with that company right now.
I think he's going to change his demeanor too.
But winning the G1,
I don't think Juice Robinson's winning the G1.
No. If anyone I can see headlining out of both blocks, if anyone I can see headlining, God damn it, Wrestle Kingdom, I can see a possible Kenta. I can see Kota Ibushi, like you said, JB. They could do Naito again.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, just maybe, Sonata. But you can never tell. It depends on what side of the bed Gato wakes up on.
Are you surprised with omissions of like Suzuki and Maccabi?
No, because Suzuki's been like on and off. Suzuki's been traveling here and there. He's been in England a lot, and in the States. Maccabi's getting kind of old. I wouldn't be surprised, and I think you said it. I wouldn't be surprised if Zach wins it either.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just not thrilled about it.
I don't mind Zack Sabre Jr. against Okada at Wrestle Kingdom.
To me, that's not a Wrestle Kingdom main event.
If you build him up right. If you have him,
I mean, they've got the time to do it.
Yeah, if you have him fucking up.
To me, I think whoever wins the G1 should be beating Okada at Wrestle Kingdom, and I just don't know if Sabre's that guy.
Why, if you're gonna have Sabre, why not have it be Juice then?
No,
I would put Sabre in the spot over Juice.
You think so?
I can't see Juice beating Okada either.
But if you want the draw, I mean, honestly, Okada doesn't have to lose the title at Wrestle Kingdom. He doesn't. And with that being said,
I just think he's held the title for more than long enough, and I think he needs to fucking drop it and not hold it for a while.
You could just strap that rocket right up Kenta's ass though and have him.
That's why I said that.
You could just have him straight take it from Okada and start that feud.
Or if you want to go with somebody you're more familiar with, you let Naito run with it for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. How healthy is Tanahashi right now?
I've heard he's beat the fuck up.
Yeah. That is gonna be fun though, boys.
I'm gonna try to keep up. That shit's like every day.
Yeah. That's gonna be a whirlwind. Some good stuff that was just recently added to the WWE Network. A lot of great stuff from my childhood. Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling from July of '85 to May of '86. This was basically my childhood Saturdays at 5:05. Ric Flair, the Four Horsemen, Magnum TA, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Superstar Billy Graham, Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express, Dusty Rhodes, all sorts of good stuff here. So a lot of, in total, 43 episodes. So nice chunk of Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling added to the network there. What do you guys think of this whole Riddle bashing Goldberg thing?
It's not that serious.
Yeah, I think it's been blown out extremely out of proportion.
What is the point, or what is the?
I mean, pretty much.
Riddle just doesn't think Goldberg's a safe worker. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, that's his opinion.
And I think the internet wants to take it and run with it and make it more into something that it really isn't. And I think it wouldn't be nearly as bad if Goldberg hadn't blocked him on Twitter. Oh. I think that kind of escalated everything. So I mean, Goldberg's better case scenario would have been just to mute him. But by blocking him, that's just it adds fuel to the social media fire. Mm-hmm. I really think it's much ado about nothing. I really do.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious. It keeps popping up, is why I asked.
It's just it was a matter of opinion, and Riddle just told the truth. Yeah, so what? It's no different than JB you saying you can't stand a particular wrestler.
Yeah. Speaking of not going away, I was making a joke last week of Shane McMahon being the WWE champion, and now it's like everybody's bringing it up now, worried that it's going to happen.
Yeah, I know, and it was spoken here first on this show, and it worries the fuck out of me.
It's probably Vince's way of building Roman back up to that stature.
Well, this Q&A with our old pal Dave Shearer, PW Insider, was a different route, which I think Matt might have brought up as well. This guy asked, so I have a weird vision of what's going on with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Shane and the WWE Championship. I keep reading that Fox wants Lesnar on SmackDown. There's a weird rumor. Maybe this guy's a listener to our podcast. There is a weird rumor that Shane's going to win the WWE Championship. And also the Brock party was entertaining and gave Lesnar some face reaction. Do you think it's possible Shane becomes WWE Champion and surprise, surprise, Brock cashes in and becomes a face? And Dave goes, honestly, that's the way they have booked Sweat-O-Mac. I love how he called him Sweat-O-Mac. Makes it seem like he has to win the title at some point, and it's looking
probably
like
at Extreme Rules.
It's sure as hell looking like it. They're having to beat guys like Miz and Roman Reigns, which makes no sense.
Dude, I do it all on Fox. I do it the first night of the first episode of SmackDown on Fox. I do Shane against Kofi in the main event.
Yeah.
I have Shane have all the help in the fucking world to win. Maybe it's like a no DQ match, and he's got McIntyre and Elias and everybody, helping him win. And once he does, and they're celebrating, and there's like 5 minutes left in the show, you hit Brock's music, and he comes out and wrecks Shane, and they end SmackDown with Brock holding the WWE Championship over a bloody to a pulp Shane McMahon. To me, I would enjoy that. I'm not even gonna lie.
I would love that. I mean,
would a goofier? I mean, we all are chuckling at the boombox Brock, and would a goofier babyface Brock Lesnar be a more tolerable Brock Lesnar than what we've seen, which has been the same old shit for a few years?
You gotta let Brock be Brock, though. Vince can't have can't have any hand in that. You gotta let Brock be Brock. Let
Brock talk.
Yeah, you gotta let Brock be the old Brock with him, like when it was him and Kurt Angle goofing off.
Of course, there might be an F-bomb every once in a while, but let Brock talk.
Shit, you want to go back to the Attitude Era? There you go.
Yeah. Also in the mailbag, why is SmackDown so unimportant to the WWE? This whole wild card rule is literally seen every SmackDown top star be on Raw, but the likes of Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar haven't appeared on SmackDown. Well, that little changed this week. Seth Rollins appeared on SmackDown. Dave said the question, it's more of a question of Raw being so important to USA. They want to get their viewership numbers up, and, well, nothing's working. They don't care about SmackDown since they're losing it in a few months.
Obviously.
Yeah. It's so weird how I was jokingly thinking, oh, he's going to be champion the way they're pushing him, and now all of a sudden everybody's like, I think I think they're going to make him champion. And it's not because I said so. It's because it seems like people are thinking that now. It's like, oh boy.
That's the bottom line, because JB said so.
Yesterday, Netflix released a Season 3 trailer for Glow, so go check that out.
I can't wait.
Jonathan Gresham has agreed to terms of a new deal with ROH. And he'll be relocating to Baltimore and getting more involved with the dojo as part of the new deal as well.
The dojo's not in Baltimore, is it?
That's what the article with Mike Johnson says.
I thought, unless they're at the MCW arena, because I don't think there was a dojo in Baltimore.
Don't know. That's what Mike Johnson said.
I'll do some research.
I have no idea.
Best in the World is happening on June 28th. I didn't even realize that was a day before Fyter Fest. Color me surprised. New match added. Villain Enterprises take on Lifeblood for the ROH 6-man tag match. Lifeblood including Mark Haskins, Tracy Williams, and PJ Black. Right now the card looks like so. NWA champion Nick Aldis and NWA national champion Colt Cabana take on Jay and Mark Briscoe.
I have something to say about that.
Just go for it.
Like, real shit, like, when is the last time, and Matt, you can probably answer this question for me or give me a comment or something.
Well, I sure as fucking try.
When is the fucking last time the ROH tag titles were not defended on one of Ring of Honor's biggest pay-per-views?
Well, I think that this is...
The Gorillas of Destiny.
Yeah, got to. If they're booked,
not available?
I was gonna say if they're booked for a Japan date, what can you do?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. But why give it to them, knowing damn well you have one of your biggest pay-per-views, and New Japan's in Sydney, Australia that weekend?
Because Ring of Honor does stupid shit all the time.
That was just fucking stupid. Like, I mean, as much as I love Colt Cabana,
two words, delirious booking.
Smoking dope. That should be the two damn words.
That too. So on the card for Best of the World so far, and this may be it. The card. I don't know if they're going to add any more, but NWA, 2 NWA champions, Nick Aldis, Matt's favorite, and Colt Cabana taking on Jay and Mark Briscoe. Women of Honor champion Kelly Klein tags with Jenny Rose to take on the Allures, Mandy Leon. Hey, Mandy Leon getting a pay-per-view match, and Angelina Love. Dalton Castle takes on Dragon Lee. Flip Gordon takes on Roosh. Pure Rules match, Jonathan Gresham against Silas Young. TV Championship match, Shane Taylor against Bandito. And for the ROH World title, Matt Taven, D's boy, against Jeff. And he's going to lose it to Jeff Cobb.
Go to hell.
That's what Matt says. I'm just saying what Matt says.
Wow, that immediately throws me under the bus, you asshole.
You're saying that, Matt. You said it before.
I'm saying I would not be surprised if Jeff Cobb wins the championship, yes.
See? I'm just saying what you said on the show. Jesus Christ.
You acted like I was burying Matt Taven.
Well, you bury him, you do bury him a lot, but...
Look, when I want to bury Matt Taven, I'll bury Matt Taven, but don't put bury Matt Taven words into my mouth when I haven't said them, you son of a bitch.
Damn it, neither one of you bury Matt Taven, god damn it.
Don't bury Matt Taven in my mouth. That sounded bad.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Impact Wrestling has come to terms with the release of Scarlett Bordeaux, and is she good enough to go to AEW?
She's good enough for people to grab her out of the stands.
That was ridiculous.
What happened there?
Apparently she was...
That was in AAA, right?
Yeah, that was AAA. She hit a girl or something. I forgot what she did to whoever she was facing, but she was outside the ring, and the dude like grabs her arm and hugs on her and like wouldn't let her go, but she just got caught in the moment, so she really wasn't paying attention, and whoever she was with like pulled her away from the guy, and she was pissed like when she actually saw the footage.
Very interesting. Not so lucky.
A lot of stupid shit lately.
Not so lucky for Killer Cross, who made his intentions know that he wants the fuck out on Petey Williams' podcast, but Impact said, nope, you're not going anywhere. New match set for Fyter Fest. A triple threat tag match. Best Friends, SCU, and Private Party. That'll be that'll be a good one.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
The winner will advance into the tag team championship scene at All Out. This is going to be broadcast on the buy-in portion of the Fyter Fest as well.
Fyter Fest is what date?
29th.
That's 29th, and then when's Fight for the Fallen?
15th-ish. Hold on, let me get the calendar up here.
Say the 15th is like a Tuesday.
13th. 2 weeks later.
I'll be just coming back from Hershey Park on the 13th.
Remember we talked about this on the show last week. You're like gone for all the AEW events.
No, I'm actually around for Fight for the Fallen.
Oh.
Yes, I think that's the day before Extreme Rules.
Oh. But yeah, that's a hell of a triple threat tag match. I wonder if they put SCU over there.
Doubt it.
Best Friends?
Best Friends or
Private Party's so new to the party.
But you gotta have somebody lose. Depends on who you're gonna fight.
I mean, it doesn't really matter who loses. All this is doing is
I'm talking about who wins.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, even the whole winning thing is just going to advance someone in like a first round bye in the tournament. I still think the other teams are still going to end up in the tournament. So I mean, to me, the stakes aren't really as high on this match as other people would like to believe right now, because I truly believe all 3 teams end up in the tournament anyway. Just one of them is going to end up with a bye.
A bye, okay.
So, like, literally any of these teams could win, because it really doesn't matter, because I really think at the end of the day they're all going to be in the tournament. Like, how can you have a tournament for the tag team titles and leave one of these teams out?
I'm going to go with who I want to win, who I'm impressed with, and JB's going to like me for this. Angelico and Jack Evans.
You think they're going to win? You think they're going to be the first people to win? They're the first people to win the tag titles.
I wouldn't be surprised, but that would be my pick, honestly.
I would.
I want to win. I don't want the obvious Pentagon or the Young Bucks. I don't want the.
I think it's either. I think it's either the Best Friends or the Dark Order. To be perfectly honest with you.
And I can see that. But I would prefer to be those guys.
I mean, I could see the Dark Order being. I don't think Dark Order will be first, but I mean they're going to be soon to have people chase.
You would think it'd be. I mean, like I said, I can see Best Friends.
I can see Best Friends being the first. Yeah. I think I honestly think Best Friends are probably going to be the first. But goddamn, that's a good triple threat. That's in the buy-in. Then we got Jabali against Michael Nakazawa. We got SEMA against Christopher Daniels. We got a 4-way Jungle Boy, Adam Page, Jimmy Havoc, MGF. We got Cody against Darby Allin. We got John Moxley against Joey Janela. We got Mega and the Bucks against the Lucha Brothers and Laredo Kid. This is a free show, guys.
Free.
It's a hell of a lineup, man. This is a name I haven't heard for a while. Savio Vega still wrestles, apparently. He's going to MLW on July 25th.
For what?
I guess to wrestle.
Okay.
Monday Night Raw. Poor Elias. Who did he piss off this week?
He pissed in somebody's Cheerios.
That's how it came across to me.
Shit.
Like, don't get me wrong, it was entertaining, but like, damn.
He died and came back to life like 5 times.
There's a booking loophole in this thing though. So he got beat up by Seth Rollins in the chair. I love Seth Rollins going ham with the chair lately. I mean I love it.
You're fucking people up.
I love it. It's great. Obviously because Elias revealed himself as Baron Corbin's special referee. Okay, so I can see why Miz attacked him. Why the hell is Lashley sparing him? Isn't he a friend of Corbin's?
Yeah, but he did it just for the hell of it.
Yeah, it's a little weird. So all 5 participants in the number 1 contenders match for the U.S. title just did a number on Elias, poor guy. A lot of quick eliminations in this one to get to the point. The final 2, Miz and Ricochet. That was a pretty good final 2. Ricochet, your winner. Ricochet and Samoa Joe, as Matt said earlier in the show. That gonna be good.
Good.
I can't wait.
Word.
How'd you like? Oh my God, Daniel Bryan and Bryan and Rowan came out and. Impotent people of Los Angeles prepare to be excited. That was a great line. How about the stare down with the Viking Raiders and the Planet's champions?
I wanted them to beat the shit out of them so bad.
I like. Is this a foreshadow? Question mark. Are we gonna have a little battle with these 4 someday? I hope.
One day.
I hope. Dude, that one jobber that was like pale, literally looked like he shit his pants when the Viking Raiders got in the ring.
He used to work at GameStop with me and Matt.
Check his drawers, because I think he shit his pants.
So let me ask you this. So now the Viking experience is that pop-up power slam?
That's the name of the move, yes.
I thought that was Fallout. They called Fallout that like the last time they were on TV.
I thought no Fallout.
No, as soon as they changed the name to the Viking Raiders, they changed the finisher name to the Viking Experience.
That's what I'm saying. But like they did Fallout
Fallout's the top rope.
Dude, they've been off fucking TV for so long, they probably don't even remember what move is which anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. When they did Fallout, Michael Cole called it the Viking experience the last time they won.
Oh, did Cole fuck up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
what else is new?
Yeah, that's why I was confused when they did the pop-up power slam. You know, that's usually one of their like mid-match moves, set up for Fallout.
But yet Cole's the first one to get on somebody else's ass when they fuck up, right?
Fucking pipsqueak.
We've heard that. McCaffrey.
I would literally like slap Michael Cole with the wet, cold hand.
McAfee should have, but I guess he likes working there, so he just took it in stride.
Shit, I don't work there.
Why was Titus O'Neil hiding under the ring? Was he still stuck under there from the world slide or something?
I don't even know, but this shit was fucking hilarious.
Shane McMahon has a VIP room full of shit because, well, he's rich like daddy.
The lobster looked good.
Hey, at least the top guys are getting booked better than you know. The top guys are like aligned with Shane and Drew now, and they don't have jock itch in their shorts. Life is a lot better for the Revival today, isn't it?
Yeah, they don't want them to leave.
It's some pretty sweet sunglasses on in there too. Some aviators, man. They look pretty badass in those aviators. Heath Slater tried to get a raise, and boy, we thought Drew had some compassion for a minute, didn't we? Best part of that was Revival picking up the money and pocketing it. Oh, Sammy and Kevin show. Yet another example of bad booking for EC3, right?
At least he was on TV.
Yeah, he's always on TV, either on his back or on his stomach.
Oh my god! Or more like Weekend at Bernie's this time.
That shit was hilarious.
Man, he had to have a sore neck after all that, though. Oh boy. Basically, the theme of the night, if you're picked as the guest referee, Seth Rollins is going to beat the fuck out of you with a chair.
Gonna get knocked the fuck out.
For some reason, we had I thought Cole said there was some kind of implication for this, but then there was no implication, so fucked if I know, but I don't know. All of a sudden now WWE's on a 2 out of 3 falls kick, so here we are. I thought for sure he said this had implications for the steel cage match, and I don't know why, but fucked if I know. Paul Heyman cut a pretty good promo. I liked it. Eric Young. Hey, Eric Young's on TV. He was shown talking. He was shown talking to Corbin. He said, "Hey, I told him I ain't taking the deal, but Seth Rollins is in DTA mode, isn't he?"
Pretty much. Fuck them. Fuck them all.
Yeah, we go way back. I didn't realize him and Eric Young went way back. I guess they didn't go way back far enough. Because, yeah. Earlier in the episode, we got a reunion as AJ Styles was in the trainer's room, and all of a sudden a couple of doctors showed up. Doctor. But the conversation turned serious when AJ said, when's the last time you won a match? When's the last time you had a match on Raw? So AJ trying to light a fire in the Good Brothers. This led to the Good Brothers taking on the Usos. And everything was looking good for the Good Brothers. They were all focused until they started kind of showboating, and it all went to hell, and they lost in 4 minutes. AJ Styles was watching backstage. I go, is this the start of maybe a bounce back for the Good Brothers? And Matt says,
nope.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you wanted me to say there. I'm just like, I thought you were going to say what I said, and you were just like, Matt said, and I'm just like, you going to say what I said? Do you want me to say it? Or like, I don't know, like, that was a big fail there, JB. I'm sorry.
So you think they're already out the door, huh?
Oh, they're totally out the door, and they're looking to diminish their value in the last couple months that they're there. That's exactly what this is for. And honestly, I think it's a mistake. I think they'd be safer just leaving them off TV.
Yeah,
pretty much.
You know, I think even if they job them all the way for the next 3 months, they're gonna have more name value when they show up in AEW than they would if they had been off the TV for the rest of their contracts.
They're giving them the D'Ambrose.
Did you guys enjoy the Roman Reigns invading the VIP party? I thought it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Shane with some nice hops onto that barricade outside, out at ringside.
He's the best in the world.
He about fucked it up though. He came close to face planting that thing though. I liked it when he where's Roman? Where's Roman? And Roman's like hiding, and then all of a sudden, bam! Out of nowhere, he just like spears him. I loved it. That was a fun little segment. That was a lot of fun, and of course Roman getting a little receipt from Super Showdown. Here's where I kind of thought maybe Bayley's turning heel and maybe Bliss and Nikki are face, because maybe Bliss and Nikki are telling the truth about Bayley. They talked about how Bayley wouldn't take a picture with a fan that was wearing a Nikki Cross shirt. And now Naomi and Natalya are starting to question if Bayley really is acting like this. So maybe. You never know. It is time for Raw to get iconic. Iconic.
I just posed.
Did you? Good.
Yeah.
They are going to take on. Ooh, never mind.
Never mind.
I am not sure what happened to the rest of that. On my recap, the match kind of just disappeared on there. But Bliss and at least I can remember it a little bit. Bliss and Nikki Cross had a tag team title match against the Iconics. But Bayley kind of showed up and screwed up things, and the distraction allowed the Iconics to escape with the titles. So they are still iconic. Firefly Funhouse. Oh boy. We got a radio dial with many renditions of the Muscle Man dance. We got a lot of flashbacks. And the Fiend telling us to follow the leader. I have a feeling Bray is going to be on Raw this week. Next week.
I'm telling you, I don't think it's a good idea.
I know. Seth and Daniel Bryan ended like a minute into it when Rowan gave Rollins the Iron Claw slam. I'm like, that's it? Are you fucking kidding me? Then the whole locker room came out and everybody brawled. But then I'm like, who booked this shit?
Who do you think?
Well, then they then at least they restarted the match. They had a good match, so. That was one of the better Raws, though. I mean, Jesus. When was the Batista attack on Flair? Was that March? Was that March?
That was like the beginning of March.
Yeah. I mean that was like the first one Pritchard was at, so we thought maybe the WWE was going to change for good. Yeah, right. SmackDown. The New Day and Dolph talked, and that all led to a hell of a match between Dolph and Xavier. I loved it. That was a great match. Apparently, there's a line outside of Baron Corbin's dressing room for the special guest referee. B-Team and Shelton Benjamin are waiting outside. Out of the dressing room comes Matt Hardy, and he calls Shelton Benjamin Senior Benjamin. And everybody that's a fan of Broken Matt Hardy popped. We had Bayley and Alexa Bliss on A Moment of Bliss, and, well, they don't like each other, so this didn't end well. Zelina Vega set up Apollo Crews. as Andrade returns and attacks him from behind. We got Heavy Machinery taking on the B Team. Seriously, I watched the B Team like they're doing their little entrance. The B Team, go, go, go. They look like EC3 on main event. They like, Jesus Christ, let's just get this shit over with. Seriously. You go back and watch it. They're like, I'm tired of this. Heavy Machinery took care of the B Team pretty quickly ahead of Super Showdown. Super Showdown. Ahead of, the Stomping Grounds, yeah.
Super Stomping Grounds.
Yeah, there you go. Where they will face the Planet's champions. Shane McMahon pops out of his limo, where they say, Kevin and Sammy say Seth Rollins is going nuts again with the steel chair. So, what's the answer? Oh, a 2 out of 3 falls match. Hey, we do that yesterday? Okay.
Sure did.
Aleister Black cutting another promo. You know, when he opened the door and yelled, I thought maybe somebody was going to answer this week. I really loved when he opened the door and started yelling. That was great. That was great last week, wasn't it? Randy Orton, huh?
That's what I'm hearing.
That'll be a good way to. That'll be a good boost, so to speak.
I think that'd be a huge, credible win for Black.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Especially coming off Orton beating H.
Yeah, kick his damn head off.
Yeah. We got the old Shane O'Mac show once again. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
What'd you call him? Sweat-O-Mac?
That's what Dave Scheer called him. Sweato. Shane,
it's funny because it's true.
Yeah, that's true. Shane was going to set up a handicap match with Elias and Drew, and Miz had 10 seconds to find a partner. Just so happened R-Truth tried to escape from under the ring. So we got an awesome Truth reunion. That's where we learned a new rule from the 24/7 rule. If a champion is in a match, the 24/7 rule is suspended. But once the match is over, the floodgates come open.
Come one, come all.
Ember Moon approached Mandy and Sonya. Of course, they broke her Nintendo Switch last week. The mean girls.
Those things are $300. I'd be mad too.
So, what does Ember do? She busts up their dozen donuts because that really gets it back, right? But it looks like we're gonna get an Ember and Sonya match pretty soon, and that ain't gonna be bad, is it?
Not at all.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good shit, pal.
R-Truth.
It's such good shit.
Vince, fall in toilet.
Fuck you.
R-Truth is
what a good show on Monday.
Yeah. You were probably asleep for 2/3 of it. That's probably why it was good.
Probably wasn't even fucking there.
Yeah.
No, with the Fox executives there's no way he wasn't there.
Oh, they were there today? They were there on Monday?
On Monday. Yeah, that was the internet speculation reason why Raw was so good, because the Fox executives were at the show.
Well, Vince's nose is probably halfway up their ass, so maybe he wasn't in Gorilla.
That's a good point. Maybe he was so busy with the Fox executives that somebody else could run the show.
Right.
R-Truth is outside looking for Carmella so he can get the fuck out. He sees Carmella, and there's a car pulling up, and referee comes out of the car. You're an Uber driver too? Oh no. That's Drake Maverick dressed as Carmella. Those fake boobs are expensive, you know. He said that. Drake said that on Twitter, by the way. He rolls up R-Truth and uses the car as leverage. 1, 2, 3, and finally, Drake Maverick is your new 24/7 champion. He says he's now getting married, and now he's the champion, and he drives off. And
Truth goes, a huge pop from JB and Matt.
Fuck yeah. I've been wanting Drake to be the champion for a long, ever since that belt was made.
He did a lot of stuff on his own.
Yep.
That earned him that title run. And look, even if it's only for a day, or if he loses it on social media this week and Truth gets it back, he deserved to run with the belt.
He's gonna lose it at Walmart.
doing something good.
No, he's gonna lose it. Somebody said he's gonna lose it to EC3 at the wedding. Truth is angry because he didn't know that was Carmella. He didn't know that Carmella was getting married and he's not invited. He thought that was Carmella still. Didn't know she was getting married. Yeah, she's getting married to Graves already. Hello.
Wow.
Main event time. Owens and Zayn, Kofi and Seth. 2 out of 3 falls. Well, you only needed 2 falls because the good guys won. Trouble in Paradise right off the bat with a win, and then the stomp after that. A decent episode of SmackDown as we head to Stomping Grounds. Stomping Grounds! 9 matches on the card. They have not announced what is on the pre-show, so I'm going to guess it's the Cruiserweight title.
No, I think they did announce it was on the pre-show.
Did they?
I can't remember who. I want to say
Wikipedia has not been updated yet, so.
I want to say they were saying that the Planet Champion versus Heavy Machinery.
Oh, let me see if dubdube.com.
Don't quote me, but I think I heard that's what that match is going to be.
Let me see if the Stomping Grounds page has it yet.
Stomping Grounds, the greatest pay-per-view of all time.
Yeah, what's that catchphrase again?
Sunday.
Kick ass and take names.
Really?
What?
This does not mention pre-show yet either. Yeah, nothing. And Wikipedia doesn't have a P next to anything yet either.
God damn it.
Yeah, so, all right. All right, here we go, guys. Triple threat match for the Cruiserweight title. We got Tony Nese, we got Akira Tozawa, we got Drew Gulak. I think this, I don't know, I mean, Tony Nese just got the belt. But I'm going to go with a quick change here. I'm going to go Drew Gulak on this one. Darryl?
I'm going to stick with Tony Nese.
Matt?
I think it's Gulak's time. To me, it's long overdue, but
True.
I wouldn't be. Honestly, dude, I couldn't tell you the last time I watched 205 Live. Because it falls right into our schedule of recording now.
Yeah.
And I never remember to go back and watch it afterwards. So I am so out of the 205 Live loop. When they took away Cedric Murphy and Ali from the show, I just lost a lot of reason to remember to tune in weekly, and that's on me.
SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Planet's Champions, Daniel Bryan and Rowan taking on Heavy Machinery. Darryl?
Planet's Champions.
Matt?
Yeah, I can't see Bryan and Rowan losing the Heavy Machinery. I really can't.
No, it's too soon.
Yeah,
especially with Bryan losing on Monday to Rollins.
Yeah.
They've got to win. They've got to keep those titles.
Yeah, I mean,
no stakes and weights.
As much, I mean, as as much fire as Bryan had as the WWE champion, he's got to have something to continue to maintain after he lost that title, and that's this tag belt with Rowan. So they're going to continue to be champions for a while now. Just announced, I think it was just announced yesterday or today, one of the 2 days. Tag match, New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Matt?
It's a throwaway match, honestly. Does it really matter who wins? I guess it would make more sense for KO and Sammy to win.
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, I think it's just going to be a good tag match. I really don't think it matters who wins.
Yeah, I would say KO and Sammy win this one. Darryl?
I didn't even realize this was a match until they said it tonight.
KO and Sammy.
United States title on the line. Samoa Joe and Ricochet. They have strapped the rocket on Ricochet ever since he made his main roster debut. I just don't know if they're going to have him beat Joe. It's so weird. It's so weird how they did this with Joe, though, too, where they had Ray beat him for the title, but then Ray got hurt, so they just put it right back on Joe, so maybe they'll take it right back off. It's just so weird what they did with the title. So I'm going to go Ricochet, just because of how weird the situation has been. I'm going to go Ricochet here. Darryl?
I want to go with Joseph.
Matt?
I think Ricochet by either count out or disqualification.
Keep it going.
I just why put the title back on Joe just to have him immediately drop it to somebody else? I feel like
Exactly.
if they wanted to put the title on Ricochet, they could have done it. They could have vacated the title and ran a tournament, and they could have done Joe and Ricochet in the finals, and then Ricochet win that way. To put the title back on Joe just to have him drop it like 2 weeks later, I don't know. To me, that seems kind of weird. I think Ricochet wins, but I think it's by DQ or count out, and I don't think he gets the title. I think the feud will continue. I could see Ricochet getting that title by SummerSlam, though.
SmackDown Women's title, Bayley, Alexa Bliss. Whose turn is it? It's did I go first last time? Yeah, Darryl.
I'm going to say Bayley.
Bum, bum. Matt.
I'm terrified that Alexa Bliss is going to win this, thanks to Nikki Cross. I'll go with Bayley just because I don't want to see Alexa get another title reign, but I'm not super confident in that pick.
Well, Matt, I think you can rest easy because I don't think the WWE can trust her yet. So I think they can't trust her to be completely healthy.
That's why I said what I said.
They're gonna go Bayley here. So, grudge match, one of the better builds into this pay-per-view. Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre. Matt.
Roman just lost to Shane McMahon. Roman needs this fucking win bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, no offense to Drew, but as long as he's going to be Shane McMahon's lackey, he doesn't need to win matches.
Pretty much. He can just beat the shit out of people on Monday nights.
Yep. Drew doesn't need to start winning again until he breaks away from Shane.
Yeah. Well,
to me, after losing to Shane, this is a must-win match for Roman Reigns. He has to win.
Yeah, it's a revenge tour for Roman now against that corporation, so to speak. Drew's not going to be... Once Drew breaks away from it, I don't know if it's going to be a babyface breakaway, but once Drew breaks away, that's probably where he's going to be on the chase for the world title. Until then, he's not going to win. And I think Roman is going to be eventually in that picture as well, somewhere down the line. Roman wins that one. D.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. We're all in agreement. Becky Lynch over Lacey Evans.
Si, senor.
Let's just hope it's a better match than what Lacey put out there last time. And for the Universal title, we have Seth Rollins against Baron Corbin. Special guest referee. What if the special guest referee is Brock Lesnar and he cashes in and he uses himself as the referee?
It's been speculated.
I was thinking it was going to be him or Heyman.
I tweeted that out last night, and somebody goes, "Don't give him any ideas." I'm like, I do all the time.
To me, you advertise Brock, especially with low ticket sales. So I'm going to say Brock's not going to be there.
Oh, this isn't selling? No way.
Shut up, you smart ass. We've been talking about it the whole damn show. It's not selling. But to me, if Brock was going to be there, you advertise him. Since he's not being advertised, I don't think it's going to be Brock. I don't know who it's going to be, but for fuck's sake, Rollins better not drop that title to Baron Corbin.
I know who it's going to be. I bet it's going to be both Akam and Razor. Yeah. Let's see it. Try to take a chair to both these guys, Seth.
Maybe that just sounds dumb, but whatever.
It does. My other thing is like everybody hates Baron because like KO and Sammy bailed on him in that on Monday because It comes to the point where he can't find anybody, and it's just going to be John Cone, or Drake Wirtz, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, Brock Lesnar.
What if it's Shane?
He's already involved with. He's going to probably be at ringside with. He's going to be tending to his wounds when Roman beats that ass. So, and that's probably going to be before the Universal Title match. So, God, I don't know who else it could be.
CM Punk.
Wow.
Probably not. Probably not. And I don't trust Akam or Razor to be a good special guest referee. I think that's
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, where the fuck has he and Rusev been lately?
Last time I saw them, they were in that Battle Royal in Saudi.
Yep. Since then?
Well, I didn't watch that, so I didn't see him. Yeah, that's where AOP magically reappeared, too. Was in that Battle Royale. So, yeah, I don't know.
Whoever it is, I don't even think they're going to win. I mean, Seth's going to win regardless.
Yeah. They're pushing that whole Seth and Becky story, not story, but relationship.
The power couple.
Power couple, yeah. Seth ain't dropping that belt anytime soon, just like Becky's not dropping her belt anytime soon. So.
Nope.
And steel cage match for the WWE Championship. We all know Kofi's winning, correct?
Yep.
Because we all know Shane's going to beat Kofi, and Brock's going to cash in on Shane.
I would never bet on Dolph Ziggler winning a WWE Championship again. So yeah,
he's here to show the world that he's going to lose again.
Yeah, that's going to do it for this edition of Lost in the Midcard. Thank you to SpiderDuck.net for being our host, enabling us to be on iTunes, Spotify, and all those podcasting apps. Just search for Lost in the Midcard. Hit that subscribe button. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way. Typically every Wednesday, but also any other special days or different days we come out there. You'll know when it comes out there if you subscribe to us. And also we're on the YouTube. Links to all that are on our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/LostInTheMidcard. Also on the Twitter at LITMC Podcast. I'm on the Twitter at JBHuskers. Matt's on the Twitter at RobShowtime. And Darryl's on the Twitter at NoOneLikeD. And before we ride off into that sunset and get mildly excited for Stomping Grounds, Darryl, what are your final thoughts?
Hopefully Stomping Grounds, something good to watch on Sunday night because I don't watch TV. And then also I want to say it's been 9 years. Rest in peace, Trent Acid.
Mm-hmm.
Matt?
I really hope Monday's Raw was the start of this company turning a corner for the better. I hope they finally realize that they're up against legitimate competition with AEW, and it's time to put their best foot forward, and they can most certainly do that. If they continue to put out a product like they put out on Monday. So
it didn't feel like 3 hours, did it?
No, the show flowed together very well on Monday.
Yeah. It was a good week, and yeah, it definitely does kind of. I don't know. Were we even expecting Great Balls of Fire to be good? We weren't really, were we?
No, we were not.
We were expecting it to be balls.
We were looking forward to Joe and Lesnar. We thought the rest of the show was going to suck ass.
Where we think this has the potential to be decent. So it's like we're feeling a little better about it, but still the card has. It's not an exciting card. It's not a great build. It's not but it's going to be a good addition to Raw that we're going to watch on Sunday, right? But hopefully we get something. Then we got Extreme Rules between now and SummerSlam, right?
See.
So. And I think tomorrow starts the first episode of the new NXT tapings, correct?
See.
Was it just one episode in Bel Air?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just one day. One and done.
And that was just kind of there wasn't really any, story progression or anything there.
Couple matches.
Yeah, just some matches. So, all right. For Darryl, for Matt, this is Jeremy. Thank you for tuning in to Lost the Midcard. We'll be back at you next week with our Stomping Ground reaction.